Hi, welcome to my digital Lego city. It's not real, it's digital. This cobblestone road is pretty rough, and there's lots of junk on the streets. Pretty easy to get a flat tire around here. Luckily, there's now a place where my city dwellers can get any punctures fixed. A tire service center. The service center sits just down the street from the office building, right at the corner where the road begins to curve. In this area, a diverging spur track cuts through the tire shop's property and eventually leads into an area for a future alleyway. Between the tire center and the white office building, I'm thinking of building some sort of meat wholesaler, something inspired by the 1980s era meatpacking district in New York City. This isn't a fancy dealership center with leather chairs and espresso machines, but one of those grab your jacket out of your car and plop your butt down on the grungy outdoor couch kind of place. The tire shop is a 2-story building. I imagine the second floor is standard office space, accessed by an outdoor staircase in the back. It also offers a nice spot to get some fresh air and enjoy lunch. I didn't put too many roof details on the building as I don't expect a building like this to have too much HVAC equipment. No central AC for these guys, window units only. The building's exterior walls are mostly made of round bricks of various sizes, primarily using this taller one with the log pieces for some texture variation and using round tiles for cracks. The other sizes are primarily used to fill out the remaining spaces. This was to simulate the texture of corrugated metal sidings you see on some industrial buildings. I've used snot bricks and tiles to do this before, but I wanted to try it out with round bricks to create some subtle variations. I think it turned out pretty decent. The first floor has large windows, with many in the back bricked up due to the staircase being in front of it. The garage has 2 cramped bays, but only one is being used. The other bay is just being used for storing stuff. The main feature of this building is the chamfered corner due to the railway tracks that cut diagonally past it as it curves into the alleyway. Gotta be careful opening this door, wouldn't want to be clipped by a train as it rolls past. Hey, so I think the tire building's first floor is a bit too tall, but I really wanted the train to cut the corner and sweep under part of the second floor because I think it looks pretty interesting. So that meant I needed the first floor to be tall enough so that the train could clear. Let me know what you think. On the inside, the building is lined with lots of workbenches and tool storage. Just tons of spare parts crammed wherever there's space. In the middle is a small office space, used for paperwork and day-to-day tasks, and a washroom off to the side. I used a few free builds from Rebrickable and others, and also followed a few YouTube tutorials to create some of the benchwork equipment and the Fedex truck. The delivery minifig is based on one produced by a third-party custom minifig print company. I've linked the tutorials and any other websites in the description box below. On the outside, there's just racks and racks of tiles. New, used, old, who knows? And look, workers are trying to organize this huge pile. The boss is in the back moving pallets of junk around. But remember, even if he looks busy, the boss is always watching. Tough to be a delivery man on this hot day, especially when you need to deliver a bunch of heavy tires to this place. This funny scene actually happened in real life, and it's a bit of an inside joke, so shout out for those in the know, if they're watching. Since I built everything Lego in Bricklink Studio, I decided to put the tireshop.io file available for download for free if you're interested in taking a closer look on how things were built for yourself. Because it's all built in Bricklink Studio and not real physical pieces, I can't make any guarantees on how structurally stable the building is, so it's mainly for you to look at and take any ideas or inspiration. I put the download link in the description below. On the other side of the tire shop, the brown warehouse continues until it ends at the corner. The building features large vents that extend from the side walls and connect to an exhaust system on the roof. At the corner, I reduced the height of the structure simply to give the brown warehouse a little more interesting look and create an additional face where it can add more details like this. There is a used furniture sign on top of the corner structure. This sign actually exists on the real building, and I think it's an iconic detail of the area I wanted to include on my Lego version. Another divergent spur curves into the warehouse via an entrance at the end here. Even in digital Lego, this spur was particularly difficult to build out because the road is curving and the spur has to diverge off of it and take a sharper curve into the building on an angle. It was tricky because I wanted the entrance to support 50-foot boxcars, and because the boxcars would be entering at an angle on a corner lot, I had to do a lot of finessing to make sure everything fit right. But I really like the end results. The entire section looks pretty cool when you see the train sweep around the curves. I can't wait to start the next section, which includes another challenging sharp spur off the main line. Thanks for watching!